Manx National Heritage works with community partners to stage exhibitions at our sites and spaces. We have partnered with the Creative Network, a community of artists practising on the Isle of Man, to stage Home, an exhibition in which artists explore what home means to them. Home is open at the Manx Museum until the 14th of April.
My name is Jimmy Weir, but I go by Jimmy Thistle. I live in the Isle of Man from Scotland originally. I studied photography in both Aberdeen and then down in Cambridge, and I started working commercially for a couple of different companies. And as much as I was following my dream and doing photography, which is what I had a passion for and always wanted to do, I really didn't like the commercial side of it. So I kind of fell out with photography for quite a number of years and just kind of did little bits for myself. But during lockdown 2020, I relocated back to the Isle of Man and had been studying photography myself and kind of art more side of it. So I took upon myself to just kind of explore the island and just doing photography for myself. I guess you could call it banalography. So it's kind of finding the beauty in the mundane, everyday life. So I started up an Instagram account and was just really taking photos for myself and exploring the island and reconnecting with the island until people started kind of noticing it, and then people were starting to say, where can I purchase this? And I was a bit confused by that, but obviously, took it flattery. I was then asked to do an exhibition down in Port Erin, a little place called Artea, and from then I just started doing pop-ups and really kind of delved into the kind of the art kind of community of the Isle of Man. And from that, I've just kind of grown. I've had a couple of exhibitions to date now, and it's just kind of grown from strength to strength. And so my piece for the home show is it's a photograph of the wibbly wobbly cottage up in Agneash, and it's a stunning little place. There's not really much wibbly wobbly to it, but it's got all the kind of nature really kind of taking hold of this old kind of decrepit abandoned cottage. And for me, it was kind of like looking at that. It was someone's home at one point, but then to have like our own natural home, the natural world, kind of taking it back and really just kind of decaying it. But also there is life under the canopy of the trees and bracken and everything that's kind of that's now living in that space. As much as it is a study of kind of banalography and finding beauty in the mundane, to me, that is the beauty of everyday life. There's so many people that have said to me, oh, you take pictures of things that, we walk past every day and we don't notice. And, I tend to notice it because that to me is what things should be about. I don't really use Photoshop much. I try not to kind of add or detract from the image. What I see through my eyes is what you get on the picture at the end of the day, because that's what we see in real life every day. So yeah, I guess that's kind of my photography, and hopefully it'll do quite well in the show.
My name's Myra Gilbert, and I'm one of 8 artists who work on behalf of the Creative Network. The Home exhibition is a collaborative project between members of the Creative Network and Manx National Heritage. We invited our artists to submit original artwork in response to our chosen theme of home. An external curatorial team made their selection of anonymised pieces of work. Their aim was to develop an art show that would reveal the meaning of home from the perspective of each artist through the subject matter they chose and the media used. To explain the background of this show, the Creative Network is a not-for-profit organisation comprising 80 island-based artists. For 11 years, we have aimed to promote and support the work of artists on the island, and in this instance we are extremely grateful to Manx National Heritage for the opportunity to exhibit over such an extended period in the nation's premier gallery space. The work of Manx National Heritage staff has been freely given, as has the additional support by the Isle of Man Arts Council for production of our exhibition catalogue. We promote the Creative Network artists in other ways, such as the Isle of Man Art Festival, which is an island-wide biennial event. We have a dedicated website, we have an artist directory that we print every year, and we promote our artists' work on social media and the radio. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram all year round.